The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Tampa. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. To the air right away is Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's got room. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. When I looked at him, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. 31 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The team. 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on.
And now off to the races down the right side. 20, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive. Turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Fournette, a first down carry. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though.
Great 15, great 15.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Robinson will try to pick it up. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Commanders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Wentz going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Brady to Gage for a Tampa first. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From midfield, here's Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line.
Come on now.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete to Dotson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Wentz. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, a 16-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And able to get this out to the 25.
Wait, set.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense or more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing now is Brady. And this one too low. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First down, here's White. He's got room at the 30. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 42 yards. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Succop. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
A give left side to Robinson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Robinson. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Now a play fake. Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. 3rd down here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And now the 3rd down well.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The final shot before half for Wentz. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. And the slot man goes in motion left. Gibson again. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Go, Greg. Sunday.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
74. Sunday.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Commander's first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Wentz now on first down. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Solid. 5-9.
They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. 71 yards. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for two here. Brady's going to look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On play action, it's Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wentz. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lead at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but you got to find an open target and put it right on him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st down, Brady. Complete right side to Otten. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's White. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Brady. He's got it. Touchdown. Rashad White. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Brady will look to throw for it. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone. Open, unable to hold on to it.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it. The 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TV. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
This fielded right at the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Hey, empty.
Here's Wentz to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another day.
Wentz to throw. He's got McLaurin, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. To throw is Wentz. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Sunday! Great thing is 7. This by 7. Sunday!
Back to throw. Wentz. He's got it to Gibson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. to throw.